Hey viewers, and welcome to a video where I talk about this computer collection. Here is a whole bunch of old software from the 1980s. My grandpa was an avid computer programmer, and he loved computers during this time. So right here is basically a treasure trove of history, and I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I found. I'm not really certain about all this stuff. I have lots to learn. There's so much things that were way before my time that, there's so much to learn. If I want to be collecting old computers, I gotta know how to use the software. So this is all the software here. Unfortunately, to this day, I feel ashamed of myself because when I was younger, I had this mindset, the mindset of most Americans, where we're like, okay, this stuff is old, let's throw it away. So unfortunately, I threw away, oh my god, so much. And now I appreciate it, and now I want to preserve it. But, that's, we live and we learn, so... I'm proud to see what we have here. So a little general tour here. The easiest one I'll start off is this Japanese program, language software program. I've never used it, but it's based on CD, so hopefully it'll work on XP. It's originally based for 95 and 3.1. I wouldn't mind learning some Japanese. It looks like kind of fun games. We also have here Marvis Beacon teaches typing. It's pretty funny. It looks like it's some sort of typing program. I think it looks pretty cool. It runs for 95 and 3.1, and I think it's a floppy disk. So I'm gonna be checking this out. I'll probably have to check it on the E-Machines computer I have that actually has a floppy disk. Cool thing was this is the cabinet that it came in. My grandpa had put in here. This one, the middle and the one's locked. I don't know why it was locked, but maybe it's because the software was more important. Here were the things. So I organized it a little bit before the video, and I noticed here there's a lot of different DOS files, Unix command. I know Unix is that open source software we see nowadays still in existence. But there's a whole bunch of software on these. I think these are I want to say 5-inch floppies. I just blanked out on that. But yeah, 5-inch floppies. So here we have DOS files. This one is probably the funnest one. This one I'll be most excited about because there's so many cool things like a flight simulator, arcade games, card games, language games, solitaire, all these pieces of software, arcade games. I can't even imagine what type of cool looking games are on these. So this stuff I'm super excited about because I love games, and who knows what's on here. Here we have tons of utility software. So Turbo Pascal. I hope you guys can tell me what the heck this stuff is, like Turbo Pascal, Lotus, PC Mag software. So I assume it's like, if you have PC World, they sometimes before they used to send you CDs with a whole bunch of free software. So I assume that's like the same exact thing. A bunch of utility software, Pascal, Sidekick, Quadro Pro. I'm not exactly sure what all this stuff is, so you guys got to teach me about it because I'm not really sure what all this stuff is. I got to do a lot more research, but this is just a little preview of what there is. More Turbo, Lotus, utility software. This last one, mouse drivers, computer bend software, whole bunch of utilities, Reflex, CWI information, data software. So this is all the stuff that you would need. I can't believe, man, this is a lot. Compared with the stuff that you have now, you can just go online, you can download the executable file, and then, or even before, you could just have a CD, and the CD would have, 700 megabytes, and you could easily have just one disc, but this is like only 1.4 megabytes, so you gotta have tons of this floppy disk. Over here, I remember I showed several months ago during the summer, I was showing that weird looking piece of hardware, and I learned it was a copy to PC board. So it's basically you copy the software down. So I found found the software for that, so I'm super glad. I'm not really sure if I'm actually going to use it anyways, but I'm glad I found that. WordStar, I just briefly looked at it. It seems like it's like a word processing, kind of like if you look at Microsoft Word, but there's that. And then there's tons of these are just empty boxes where I got all this stuff from. And this is just a whole bunch of floppy disks, blank, empty. I'm not even sure what's on them. Who knows? But I'll be checking them out once I get those old computers running. I mean, the good thing is I got FreeDOS running on one of the computers, and the other ones I still got to fix up. You know, there's so many new stuff that I hadn't even heard of. You know, the monitor ports are all funky, EGA, CGA, stuff I have never dealt with before. I got hard drives, voltage things I'm looking at, so many different things I gotta do, you know, with school. So this is a little bit of preview here. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys can answer my questions. What type of software is all this? Just briefly, and your experience with that would be good. Thank you.